This past summer, we bought 3 acres of undeveloped land to build our dream property ourselves. But now that winter is here, we need to get our equipment out of the elements.
We really need a covered area really badly.
We can pretty much count on snow being a regular thing around here now, and although we are eager to get into our manufactured home, Old Man Winter waits for no one. So we're going to attempt to build a temporary container shelter in 2 days by ourselves. We bought our container shelter from a distributor of offshore DIY shelter kits. We already have one 40-foot shipping container that we use as our temporary workshop, so all we need is a second container to serve as our base for the shelter. But before that gets delivered tomorrow, we've got a lot of prep work to do. All right, time to move this utility trailer. It has been in the way for the past few months, and we're gonna get it out of the way so we can expand this driveway.
I want to scrape all this snow this way, like the excess snow and muck, and I think I want to keep this going a little farther. Because think about this is the end of C-can, so he's going to actually have to pull way forward. But if we fix this and then fix everything to that pile, he can pull out almost straight, and then right at the end he can turn, and the container will hopefully stay relatively straight.
While Mike finished up the end of our driveway expansion, I fired up our compactor to tamp the new area. Even though everything is a bit of a mess on our property right now, I gotta say, something about a fresh driveway area and the equipment being out of the way is already pretty nice. Although, I'm pretty sure this is how a lot of farmers wind up with a bunch of old equipment out in their fields. In any case, that's a springtime problem.
Grinder? No way. What? Like snips don't work, but a hammer turned sideways works?
There's snow in there. It's not very heavy.
Yeah.
Underneath that is the steel. Oh, here.
You got, oh nice, installation instructions. Wow, look at that thing. It's the owner's responsibility to take off snow immediately, if not slide off by itself. Eek.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Okay, there she
Not
comes.
bad. Does not look bad. That truck is massive.
I know, I'm scared.
That's not ideal.
No.
cool thing. So he's gonna slide the axle up.
Like bringing it closer to the cab?
Yeah, so it turns better.
Oh, wow.
So his turning radius is way better when it's in, right?
No kidding. That's cool.
But he has massive tail swing now.
There it is. That's so cool. It's remote operated? What? That's cool.
It like
Yeah.
reposition, pushes, reposition, pushes.
Beautiful.
Our second C-Can delivery was a success. But because there were no smaller trucks willing to deliver our 40-foot container in the winter, our options were semi-truck or springtime. So the semi-truck got the container as close to our marks as possible, and then the rest was up to us.
This needs to move that way about 8 inches and about a foot, a little over a foot, foot and a half this way.
While Mike extended the driveway by another 6 feet or so, I began shoveling the snow off our first shipping container. I still want to get some more practice in the skid steer, however, these tight areas near the mud are not a great place to learn, especially when trying to keep the tracks clean. We're going to try and push the can from this spot here, push it over into position, and then we'll move over to the front and drag it forward.
Now I'm going to do this without the bucket. Maybe that's a bad idea.
As long as we're squared up to it, I think it should be fine. Oh, easy!
I like breathed on the controls and it moved. Oh, wow.
What, really far out?
Yeah.
How much?
1'5".
Oh,
It's got to be here.
okay.
Centered on that boot scuff. And then it needs to come forward like 8 inches. That's good. Good.
Too much?
An inch.
Oh, that's fine.
Exactly an inch. We want to be 19 foot 2 and 5/16.
Really? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
19, 2 and 5/16?
Well, it's in metric. It's like
Oh.
8,000 millimeters or something.
Now, we know side loading is not great for your equipment, but since this can is so light for the cat, we weren't too worried about doing any damage to it.
It's 19 foot 5. Why don't we hook it with the chain, but this time I'll pick it up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, so it pivots more on that spot.
Yeah, we'll try to.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, it's off by a 1/4 inch. That is more than good enough.
I'm happy with that. Once we're done in the travel trailer, the slides are gonna come in, we're gonna shift it over, and then we'll have enough room to park the cat underneath, the deer underneath, the sled underneath.
Totally.
Everything will be able to fit under cover, which is really the whole point of this.
100%, 100%.
I think we try and pick it up in this gray thing.
Yeah, it's not, there we go.
There.
It's not that heavy. I mean, it's really heavy.
400-pound burrito.
Up onto this back
I cannot
piece.
lift that.
Well, we're gonna have to. Keep work area clean. Clutter areas invite injuries. Do not set up near snow drifts, in slippery places, in high winds, or wet location. Keep trailing away, okay.
Well, I
It's
guess
easy
I'm
one.
out of here. Don't overreach, okay.
That one's dry. That one's no snow. Do you want to put it up on that one?
Yes, I do.
Are you ready? Nice. Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay, well this seems straightforward and easy.
They're all numbered.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay out all the number ones together.
We're gonna put all the bottom plates on, and we do that one together quick.
Uh-huh.
Put the arches together, throw
Yeah.
the purlins in,
And then
pull
the
cover
cover.
over. Should only take about, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah. We figure that with the roughly 8 hours of daylight we get this time of year, building this structure should only take us 2 days. We started off by laying out our base plates, connecting them with the supplied hardware, and securing them to the shipping container using brackets.
The spacing on this is kind of weird. It doesn't actually work out.
No?
No, this one was supposed to be here,
Yeah.
but it has to line up with this and this. But it's either here or here. I didn't even see this part in the instructions, so.
These shipping container shelters are pretty popular in rural, industrial, and agricultural areas, so there are a lot of different offshore companies making these DIY shelter kits. Although we will have to stay on top of the snow removal, we're hoping that this structure will survive our winter. Once we had the base plate on the brown container secured, we set up the second base plate on our green container, and then it was on to the arches. 1, 3, 4.
Oh, 4 is the bottom. Okay, good. I was going to do it the opposite, so good thing I checked.
4, 3,
Into the centers.
into the 1.
So there you go. Bolt that.
At least they're not that heavy.
No. A little worrisome about structurality, but
Structurality.
keep on, keep on, keep going. Yeah, it's good there.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, go ahead. Hey, this way?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh,
What?
not very straight. Uh-oh. Okay, we don't have to move the cans.
Is this have risk of falling over? No.
I don't think so. Do you?
No.
With our first arch up and in place, we quickly started slapping together the remaining 10 arches, and then one by one, lifting them up on top of the shipping containers and into the base plates we installed.
Oh, nice.
A little less room for that one.
Ah, it's fine.
Okay,
That looks great.
looks amazing. Let's do bolts in this way. Hopefully I brought enough bolts up, I didn't count. I might have to go back down.
Yeah, I didn't either.
We secured all 11 arches into the base plates with bolts and then began installing the ridge pieces. We were initially going to move the travel trailer out of the way and just use the skid steer to access everything, but honestly, having the travel trailer there was pretty helpful for this install.
What do you think?
It's not bad.
Do you want me to pass you purlins and some bolts?
I need bolts nuts, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, none of this was too difficult. And once we started installing the purlins, which are the support bars preventing the arches from splaying, our structure really started to take shape.
As soon as I get this on, then we'll jump in the cat. Or do you want to jump in the bucket?
I'm fine jumping in the bucket. All right, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm gonna jump in the bucket and Mike's gonna lift me up so that we can attach these pieces we can't reach from the travel trailer.
Having the skid steer definitely makes the accessibility to difficult to reach places a lot easier. But honestly, this could have also been done with a very tall ladder or scaffolding. Really, the most challenging part of this task was overcoming my fear of heights.
Oh, I don't like this. I'm doing it. I don't want to be scared of heights anymore. So hard when your hands are greasy.
Greasy and cold.
It's like, can't feel anything, can't twist anything. Oh! I dropped the Allen key.
Yeah, figured that was what that was.
Uh-huh.
Putting together this structure honestly feels much like when you were a kid building a fort out of chairs and couch cushions. Only this time, it's shipping containers and skid steers. Same joy, different scale.
All right, well, we're back out here this morning. It is not raining, thankfully, and we have a little bit more work to do left on our structure. We've got to attach a few more purlins, tape off the bolts so that when we pull the canvas over top, we don't risk tearing it, and then we put the canvas roof on, and then we'll be all done with this. It's really nice to have a covered structure because we have a lot of rain and a lot of snow. We just got to get this covered structure done so that we can get our equipment out of the rain. Oh, my hands are cold already. I need to move like 4 feet back so that I'm centered here so I can tack that, and then tape and tape. Tack, 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 tack.
Yeah, so we'll try to straighten out this bottom edge, bolt all that in, bolt the ratchet straps in, and then,
Canvas.
yeah.
Okay, ratchets on that side are done. Let's move over to the other side. Okay, so at the corner here,
there's this little mechanism where it's a bar that rotates. This allows it to lock in place to the shipping container. You can see there, I've rotated to the side. It's kind of an oblong hole. And so when this turns, that actually locks it in place. It is going to be twisted that way. Now it is perpendicular.
And then I think we let it come back like that.
Yeah, that's
how it
great.
wants to sit.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so here. So once that rotates.
So these kind of press down into the... Yeah, and so because that is turned at a 90, it can't lift out, even if there's a big gust of wind.
And of course, we torqued it to spec. 12 Ugga-Duggas.
Okay, I'm gonna come up and put these other ratchets in.
If you just hold on to my belt.
Oh God.
What?
Don't love this. Ellie's coming to supervise.
Are you gonna catch me if I fall?
She will?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's good. That wasn't too bad.
No. The structure is assembled and is looking great. But this skeleton frame isn't going to do much in way of protecting us from the elements. So now, it's time to figure out how to get our massive canopy up and over this arch.
Hopefully, it goes end over end. It does not. It's tough because we don't even know which way.
I know.
Like we just have to drag it out. Like.
Yeah. So maybe we just walk, separate and walk?
Well, let's see. Are these?
I think.
Is this all one end or is that separate? Oh no, yeah.
There.
Okay,
and then I'll walk with this end.
Here, we'll just pull this.
Yeah, this way.
Well, that was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, because really, there's these. If you go onto the travel trailer, onto the slide, I could pass you this, and I could help work it up.
And then once we're like halfway, then I can do everything from there, and then we just one reposition, you stand in the bucket.
Yeah. Ready? Nice. That was a good catch.
Great throw.
Thanks.
Do I just keep working this over?
Yeah, and I'll keep passing you slack. I'm underneath the canvas right now.
Yeah.
How's that? I can't really see. I'm just trying to lift weight.
I almost think we pull forward now because see those drapes? We're not going to do anything with that.
That's true.
We're getting close.
Yeah. Woo!
So we'll get in the skid steer.
I'm gonna work it here. Oh, genius!
What?
Then move it. It slides really well.
You sure?
Yeah, I just did that. Parachute!
Oh, it does kind of work. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay, Meg
genius.
found the tech.
TSN turning point. There, then you're not dragging it either. All right, so Meg's gonna put me in the bucket, and then we're going to string the eyelets to the frame so that this gets secured on either end. And through. Like that. We got it through one eyelet, wrapped around, through the next eyelet, behind and around, through, and it's just gonna keep going like that all the way through this arch.
I have a feeling that we are going to be working in the dark again.
You don't say. When does that ever happen to us?
2 pieces was the number, right?
2, yeah, to pull it through nicely.
Through 1. Under.
Yeah.
Don't catch the GoPro. Did you see that?
No, I
Slack was like right beside it.
The canopy went on pretty well despite how big and heavy it was. The next step was to install the tension tubes into the pockets at the base of the canopy. If you've ever set up a tent before, it was very much similar to that, where the rods would catch inside the gussets. So it took a bit of wrestling to get each piece through. Once we got the first side done, we secured our ropes to the container.
Okay, well that's nice.
Yeah.
And if it loosens up, then we can just come
easily tighten it
deal with that. I can come tie that if you want.
No, I already did it.
How else can you get it on?
Yeah.
And it did say to cut it.
I did. And finally, the last step was to ratchet strap everything down. Honestly, we were quite impressed with this no-name offshore container shelter kit, and once we figured out the instructions, everything came together pretty seamlessly. Now we have a shelter.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yes.
Now, although this structure would have been very useful in the summertime, we are so happy to have it in place now. It's remarkable how quickly time flies when developing a property on your own, but we are so grateful and truly blessed to be able to take on an adventure like this. Well, that's nice. Our shipping container shelter is done. And not only does it look good, but it is going to help us massively keep our equipment and our travel trailer out of the elements this winter. So while we're still living in the travel trailer and those bump outs are extended, we don't have quite as much room as we will once we're moved into the manufactured home and we can winterize and close up that travel trailer. But for now, this is already a massive improvement. So we're gonna leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again for 100,000 subscribers. I was able to quickly sneak in a note on my last video, but truly, we are so grateful to have each and every one of you on this journey with us, and it truly makes all these projects possible. So thank you so much again. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday, and we will see you very soon for another project.